Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So we covered the new Halloween movie in the past. Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back and everything. But we questioned it like, how does this make sense with any of the other movies? So we finally got our answer. The first movie is the only movie that happened.
Oh,
They retconned everything, even the sequel. They retconned the whole thing.
That's interesting.
That makes no sense.
Well, now it does. Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, I like some of those movies.
But not anymore. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So in this version, Larry Strode went through everything she did. Michael Myers got up, walked away, and he's been gone for 40 years. So she's been thinking about this her whole life. Like, okay, I've grown up. I'm a woman, had kids and everything. Is he coming back?
Yeah.
And apparently, all this time later, he's finally come back in this final confrontation.
Like, at this point, it could be Jamie. It could be the grandmother. And these can be her grandkids at this point.
The great-grandma.
Yeah, I know. So,
this is from comicbook.com. One interesting detail about the synopsis is that Michael is referred to as the masked figure who has haunted her. While not specifically that, in previous sequels, it was established that Michael was Lauren's long-lost brother. Yeah. However, it lines up with the comments the co-writer, Danny McBride, has shared about the film. Quote, "We kind of ignored all the other films past the first one," the filmmaker shared with Yahoo. "It picks up right after the first one in sorts of an alternate reality. It is as the first Halloween ended in a significantly different way." So they're kind of going back, changing the first ending, and then starting brand new.
Brand new. Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that, because you kind of... Horror movies...
Yeah.
Horror movies have weird continuities. All of them do. Because then you can always find... Even in the classic movies, like The Mummy and everything, the continuity is always weird.
Yeah, see, this is kind of thing, the original director, right? Was that James Cameron?
Writer.
Right?
Oh, no, they're talking to one of the original writers.
Oh, writers. No.
Yeah, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, okay. Because if he says it like the same thing with Terminator, then well, okay, then he says it. But if it's like every of these somewhat writers that wrote it, I don't know. It's kind of...
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to do something fresh, something different. But the only problem is, though, does Jamie Lee Curtis die in this? Because if you're trying to make a whole other series, you can't really keep putting Jamie Lee Curtis back
because
in
she's a million years old.
Well, eventually, and she's going to eventually not, do it anymore.
Yeah.
Throughout the original film, the masked Michael Myers stalks teens in the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. Though no motive is ever revealed for his terror in Halloween 2, the narrative confirmed his connections to Laurie and the many of the film's sequels, using familiar connection as the motivation for Michael's mayhem. So, without those other movies, are they even related?
Yeah,
But they kind of have to, because why would he go after specifically her?
Yeah, and I remember in that first scene, he's a little boy. So who was those people that he was killing? That was his sister there. See, there's already that kind of family connection. You're just going to throw that out the window?
Exactly.
No, but because they never specifically said.
No, it never did. But what I don't understand is that because in the first film, it looked like he came back to kill everyone in that house.
Yeah.
She lived in that house. What is the connection in this movie? Because she can't live in that same house.
That'd be cool.
That would be horrible.
You can get away from there. I'm leaving Illinois. I'm going to another part of the country where they're not going to fight me.
Exactly.
But for her love for Barack Obama kept her in Illinois. That's the only reason I did that.
That would be crazy. That would be...
So I don't know what to think about this. And Halloween Retold.
One thing we know we're going to get the original songs. It's iconic. It's always been every Halloween movie. Even the Rob Zombie ones, which were not that good. I thought both of those were like whatever. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It could be interesting again. I want to see where they're going to go with it in terms of like, where's the connection? There's got, like I said, there's got to be some other connection. Something.
Are they going to just call it Halloween?
Oh,
might as well at that point.
But then I hate when they do that. Just call it Halloween with the subtitle.
Yeah.
Retold. That's what this one person said.
You know what would be? You know what's going to be great? I want that one character, the guy that knew Michael Myers.
Oh yeah, I mean, how do you do Donald Pleasant's character?
Yeah,
you're talking about Dr. Loomis?
Yeah, yes. Loomis. How you do know Loomis?
Maybe
because he didn't die at the end of the first one.
Either you get a different Loomis, or you have someone that literally trained, or was literally listened to all the stories.
Get someone who can pull off a Loomis.
Yeah. But it's funny, because the Loomis went through so much. Now that doesn't count. Now, I mean, Mike Myers put him through the ringer, okay, and he still survived.
So I didn't even think about that. How do you have a sequel? Well, Marco, let's say, his caretaker, the Loomis guy died, and that's how he got away and came back. Maybe that's the reason why it took so long, because he kept them under wraps.
See, that's a good point. They could do that.
Yeah, but I would kind of either prefer him or someone that he trained. I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense, but I think it'd be cool to have a character.
Donald Pleasant just has an army of alkaline bald dudes who just walk around that.
I think all of a sudden they even have like a cutout with Tony Savalas. What's going on? It keeps on changing. Every scene.
They die, and just another one takes his place.
They dust off his hat and his trench coat.
I know. Every time I probably mention we talk about Halloween, but watch the documentary making of. It's really good. I don't remember the name of it, but it's really good. Just look at making of, and they talk about how they made the first movie, and like it was under a budget, and how they get leaves so they make it look like Illinois. This is being filmed in L.A., so they had to kind of change everything up. Yeah, it's funny.
But I just like that whole because the Loomis and Michael Myers was almost like Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Like I was like his main villain, and he was chasing him down.
Yeah.
And can't get him.
And it was crazy because he wasn't afraid of him, but he knew like the danger.
He was evil.
That he was evil. So it was kind of sad because it's almost like he tried to reach him, but he failed. So he's like, the only thing I can do is kill you.
Yeah, I gotta kill you. I don't want to do that, and I keep going to the danger. I'm gonna keep trying to stop. Because remember, Mike Myers wants nothing to do with him. He keeps running into him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm gonna eventually kill you, but hey, it's
So
how it goes.
do you think they should delve into the lore of Michael Myers? Like, how's he able to do these things? How can he be shot so many times?
I don't mind the fact that he has demon powers. That was kind of like played around, but I know Crimson doesn't like that.
I hate the idea of him being like a puppet of a cult. Like they were like the original Halloween people. And like the thorn. Yeah. The sign of the thorn. I hate that crap.
Yeah.
But that's a way to explain why he can like survive all these things.
Exactly, because like in some movies he's hanged, he's like electrocuted,
stabbed in the eye,
gets caught on fire.
Because it's weird. How come he doesn't attack year round? Why is it only Halloween? See, that already plays into that.
You get the whole mystical nature.
I don't like the cult idea, but I do like the idea that he's possessed by something because there's something that's giving him these powers that he could just run.
But I still like the idea of an army of lookalikes.
I do too. I think it'd be a great idea.
One time it's him, and then
that's
you get
different guy.
CGI of, like I said, a Kojak, and then turns around and it's Patrick Stewart.
Wow, no, we need a cult. The cult of Loomis. That's what we need.
That's the whole cult. That's really him.
Well, we just wrote a stupid Robot Chicken sketch you could do with this. This is so funny.
I do want to see because again, it's classic horror. This is the horror movies I cut my teeth on. Was the 80s horror movies. So I'll probably go see this, regardless of what anyone says about it.
I mean, everyone calls it the Bronze Age. I don't care. It's one of my favorite ages, the 80s horror.
Because that's what I grew up with.
Yes.
But we're definitely. I want to see a trailer. I want to see how they portray Michael Myers. Do you want him to be the slow, lumbering, looks at you, stares, he's walking, but he's like crazy strong, like ridiculous.
Well, I wonder who's going to play Mike Myers, because actually a convention coming up in July, the guy who played him in the Rob Zombie movie is going to be there. So if he's playing a new one, maybe he can give us some info.
Because all you need to do is stand there, look around, kill people.
Same thing with Jason. Mask, you're done. You're big guy.
Do you, again, like I said before, do you want them to reveal how Michael Myers does all these things, or just leave it as a mystery?
I like the fact they reveal. That's me. I like the.
But I kind of like the mystery makes it scarier because it's like, what the flying F is this guy on?
Is he human? Is he and it goes back to that. Also, I like too. I don't want it to actually see his face. That's actually one of the monster people I don't want to see.
Yeah,
you never do see his face.
You do in some of the movies if you pause it at the right time because it's just a guy.
It's just a guy.
There's nothing wrong with him. Even though he's been through all these things, his face looks normal.
Yeah, and that's what. But that's one thing that makes him even scarier is that you never see.
Yeah, it's not like Leatherface where he's messed up 7 ways to Sunday. It's like that.
Yeah, So I think it's going to be great.
I definitely want to see that trailer. And Jamie Lee Curtis is like her final send off. It's cool that she's doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they weren't going to do it unless she was in it.
And I like that because she gives props to one of her original movies that actually made her a big star.
It should be the same setup. She has to babysit kids on Halloween and everything. This looks familiar, It's like exactly the same setup.
Hello? She's all there he is.
She has a bunch of coat hangers waiting around.
I know, right?
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.